Well, as a newbie to the racing, what was really has been incredible for me is to learn so much more about the sport and how involved it really is. That has been quite remarkable, and I've certainly gained an immense respect for the racing, and it's been wonderful to meet the colourful people involved with the racing fraternity. The synergies between horse racing and the Lanzerac, its heritage dating back to 1692, the thoroughbreds, and something we'd love to perhaps emulate at Lanzerac, to be able to want to achieve, to want to win, to be champions of what we do. And we have this really beautiful environment, in which we live. And I think that certainly, plus the heritage, the history, the sport of kings, the glamour, the spectacle, I think it's truly a lovely match between ourselves and CTS.
There's a great mystique that surrounds horse racing, but they say that the racehorse is the physical embodiment of that which you have failed to achieve in your life. And I think possibly the analogy and the similarity between the beauty and the majesty and the historic significance of this property ties in very well with that of the majestic thoroughbred.
Exactly our feeling. What would a thoroughbred like to achieve? What would we like to achieve? Aren't they so similar? Of course, we want to have a winning formula. We want to, and that desire to achieve. Definitely you can see that now as I get to know racehorses. They certainly want to be out front. They want to win. We'd love to emulate that. I've realized when the ladies are all dressed, we're feasting, we're imbibing wonderful wines, we are that enjoyment of it, we are such social beings, as Socrates himself said, and it's expressed so well in a real good race day, and I think all of that just gels so well with what we at Lanzerac would like to present to people.
Now, the experience that we as journalists were privileged enough to enjoy last night, how do you take that to Kenilworth Racecourse?
Well, in fact, our chef, Stephen Frazier, who I really have come to appreciate as a person who can combine things and create great tastes. What we feel at Kenilworth this year, what I'd like to achieve, is to bring our chef there, and in that way, show off Lanzerac as best we can, even though we're not on our home ground. Hopefully that. We have got hold of a company to really make the day, or the decor and everything, beautiful inside. So I'm hoping that all of that would certainly show Lanzerac in the best possible way we can.
Well, just as we are privileged enough to sit in this incredibly breathtaking environment on this crystal clear summer's day, Kenilworth also has a very special backdrop, whichever way you look at it, whether you're looking back at the mountain or if you're looking at the Cederberg Mountains. It's not exactly out of character with the beauty that you see over here.
Well, I certainly remember as a young man some centuries ago that I ended up in the sort of owner's box, or whatever you call it, area of Kenilworth, and I was really so bowled over by that everything seems to have a significance dating back to goodness knows when, this relationship between horse and man, and it's certainly brought there. And I do think Lanzerac, everyone will remember from goodness knows when. Anyone who's ever lived in Stellenbosch remembers it fondly. It's become almost theirs. There's ownership taken of Lanzerac, our place. Do not change it, keep it as it is. So those are a lot of the things people have been saying to me who live in the area, and I suppose that all relates to something that has been an age-old tradition in racing that will probably endure for as long as racing exists.